Okay, good morning, everybody. Hello. What's everyone up to on this brisk December morning? I welcome you all to my gameplay stream, my first of two streams for the day. I am Darkside Phil. Today is Thursday, December 19th, 2019. Hello and welcome, my friends. I hope I find you well, and I hope I find you full of the holiday spirit. As we are right around the corner from Christmas. I mean, less than a week away at this point. So I hope all of you are ready. I hope you're all holly and jolly. I hope you're all decked to the... What's the word? Forget it. Deck your halls. Deck your halls. I hope you've all decked your halls and you're all dressed up to the nines in Christmas attire. Of course you are. Of course you are. So welcome. And it should be a fun and chill day. Today's going to be a really chill day, honestly, I think, because of what I'm doing here on the streams. So my first gameplay stream for today is Shenmue III continuing on. And last time around, we basically just looked for the Chubus, the hidden Chubus, almost the entirety of the 4-hour stream. And the game has so many of them that we actually took up almost the entirety of the stream. There was a little bit of plot advancement. Very little bit of plot advancement last stream. But in reality, we mostly just walked through the city, going to every single shop and finding the Chubus, which was absolutely ridiculous that there's this many in the game. It certainly blew me away. All that's funny, we still didn't find all the ones we need to get the moves. I think there's still at least 1 to 2 more shop cards that we need to get in order to get all of the unlockable martial arts moves. So we still didn't get it done. Even after 4 hours, there's still more to do. So don't get me wrong, we will be doing some of that today, but today I am hoping for some real plot advancement because we didn't really have much of any of that last time around. So obviously, hopefully we get some stuff going here today, okay? But as you know, when I play Shenmue 3, it ends up being pretty chill. There's not a hell of a lot of crazy stuff going on when I play Shenmue 3. It is a very much more relaxed stream, so I hope you guys are ready just to kind of chill out today and have some good times, all right? Now, later tonight, I'm going to be doing some Super Nintendo gameplay. I definitely want to go back to Super Mario World. That was a playthrough that I was actually doing at length. You know, I was playing quite a lengthy part of it. I think I got into the Forest of Illusion, and we were heading on from that. But then I stopped playing it because I got caught up with all the new releases back in October. So here we are 2 months later. Now I can actually get back to Super Mario World and do some significant progress tonight in the game. However, I'm not sure if you guys want to see Super Mario World all night tonight. I would love to do that and get really far in it. Or, instead of that, we can switch up and do something else. You know, my suggestion was maybe some Super Metroid, if there's people who obviously know the game and want to help me with it, since the game can be very cryptic. Or we could just do all Super Mario, or I don't know. It's going to be a fun Super Nintendo session tonight, no matter what we do. I certainly hope you guys will join me for that later tonight, around 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, okay? Then, tomorrow, we spin back to Pokemon Sword, the ongoing playthrough, which has been super fun. This time around, I have beaten all the gyms, so I'll be able to catch every single Pokemon that I want. In addition to that, I've also been interested in maybe doing some more raids, because sadly, I wasn't able to do raids recently because I tried to matchmake with these people and it didn't work. All right, it didn't work. I've actually got a couple people lined up who are interested in possibly doing some raids with me. So maybe we'll actually do some cooperative raids in Pokemon Sword tomorrow. We'll see. You know, and also I'm trying to do as many evolutions as possible before I move on with the game. So last stream was really fun doing that, and I'm looking forward to more of that today. I'm actually being told that there's some good rare Pokemon and stuff that I can get. Keep in mind, last time I played, I got my first shiny. That's right, my first shiny Pokemon, which was Espion. And people were blown away. People's socks were blown off. Their pants were blown off. I heard one guy's underwear is somewhere in space in orbit. When he actually saw that I catched this shiny Espion, they just ripped right off his body and shot into space. So, pretty good. And I'm looking forward to more Pokemon tomorrow. Okay? Then tomorrow night, it's my weekly chill session of Street Fighter, where I play 2 hours of throwback Street Fighter fun for you on the late stream. Saturday, we turn back to Final Fantasy VI. Playthrough that so far, 8 hours in, I am very, very, very much enjoying, and I hope you guys have been enjoying it as well. It's been a super duper bit amount of fun with everything going on in the game, and I'm looking forward to more when we continue on Saturday. Saturday night, I'm trying to remember what I set for Saturday night, because I think I left Saturday night open for more Super Nintendo. Whether I do more Super Mario World, Super Punch-Out, Mario Kart, whatever. I just felt, hey, some more Super Nintendo Saturday night, okay? Then on Sunday, it's finally, the big holiday event that you've all been waiting for. It is the Christmas Marathon, okay? Starting Sunday morning, going all day long. I'll be dressed up in holiday attire. I'll be drinking festive ales as well as eggnog. And we'll be playing a wide variety of games that you guys are still voting on. In fact, I should throw this out there. It's pretty much your last chance to vote on what games I'm going to be playing during this marathon on Sunday. All right? What you need to do is either type !marathon into the stream chat, or you could just wait, because every once in a while the command automatically pops up. Okay? And this is going to allow you to vote on the games that you want to see during this holiday marathon on Sunday. So please, by all means, keep voting. You have 1 day left to vote, and then you're going to be out of time, because what I need to do essentially on Saturday is download all the games that you guys voted for me to play during this event. So I'll be doing that on Saturday to get ready for Sunday. Okay. So the Sunday event should be great. I'm looking forward to it. I love doing holiday-themed stuff. I hope you guys will hang out with me all day if you can and just have a jolly good time. On Monday, I will still be streaming. If that's actually technically my last streaming day of the week, it's going to be Minecraft as the major stream on Monday, which I know is an abnormality. Usually, I would not be doing Minecraft on a Monday like that as a main gameplay stream, but I'm doing it this week, quite frankly, because I'm so behind on the projects and stuff that I've been working on in Minecraft that I need to get major headway. And in fact, Mr. Papavera just this morning sent me the rest of the diagram of how to build this bird statue that we're going to be working on together on Monday. It's going to be a very chill stream where basically I just build this bird statue and you guys hang out with me while I do it. Hopefully it goes smoothly. I guess we'll see how it goes together. Keep in mind that when I'm doing that in Minecraft, there's going to be a lot of opportunity to just hang out and talk and have a good chill time right before Christmas there. And then if we finish the bird statue, the next objective is to actually head out into the world and do some exploration, some open world exploration of the map. That's the next thing we're doing. We're going to see if we can find new biomes. There's a new biome with bees. Maybe we can find some bees. All right, we're going to look for that. Okay? So, it should be fun. Hope you guys will join me for all of this come Monday, all right? Tuesday, I'm off. Tuesday is my normal day off anyway, but since it's Christmas Eve, it's a double day off for me. Not only will I be out running errands and everything, but I'll be having a traditional Asian-style Chinese Christmas dinner with my wife. And then Christmas Day, I'm off from streaming as well. I'll be spending the day here with my family, having a good festive time. I hope that you guys will have a great Christmas as well. I'll be back that Thursday. Continuing on, right where we left off, we're going to be continuing on with Final Fantasy VI as the main game. Excuse me, not Final Fantasy VI. Continuing on with probably either Shenmue or Pokemon. We'll see what I feel like. I'll have to schedule it in either Shenmue or Pokemon for that day. And then probably that night, we'll maybe try to do some Battle Royale with PUBG. But considering how poorly it went last week, or this week, where the whole thing didn't even work, we'll see. So anyway, yeah, we're going to get back to regularly scheduled stuff right after Christmas. Shenmue, Pokemon, Final Fantasy VI, and balance that with chill stuff. Also, keep in mind, at the very end of the month or early January, I'll be doing my year-end series. 2 series this year, the most disappointing games of 2019 and the best games of 2019. The difference being, I swear to you that this is going to probably be my longest, most disappointing games countdown I've ever done. No exaggeration, this year was one of the most disappointing games of all time. One of the most disappointing years of all time for games in general. There were so many releases that had potential, and then they came out, and were fucking terrible, right? And the thing is, I didn't even play a lot of them. But it's just from the ones I played that I thought would be good, and the games ended up being terrible. It's just like, oh my god. So it's going to be an interesting countdown, to say the least. And of course, my best games of the year countdown, where I try to pick my game of the year, should be interesting as well. It's going to be pretty tough this year, that's for sure. So, good stuff coming up all around. And then the last thing I want to remind all of you before we move on here, is that we do have another event coming up. I am going to be doing a new Viewer's Choice event where you guys are going to be picking a game for me to do a full playthrough of pretty shortly. In fact, what's going to happen is we're going to do the Christmas stuff. And then once the Christmas event and Christmas is passed, then I will be setting up the forum thread where you can nominate games for a full-on playthrough with the Viewer's Choice stuff, okay? So that's going to happen soon. You know, within about a week to week and a half, I'll have that set up for you, and you can start nominating games for the Viewer's Choice event. And then once the polling happens and everything, probably sometime in January, we'll determine what is the game, and then we're going to start up that playthrough. All right? All right, good stuff. Good stuff, my friends. All right, so, I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I really want to talk about before we get started here with the next segment. Not really. Nothing really coming to mind. I'm in a positive mood, man. I'm in a good vibe, a good groove with the holidays right here. You know, Christmas is right around the corner, and all my fun streams are going on right now. You guys are coming out and being very festive and positive, and we're all having a good time. So I'm very pleased with this, okay? I hope you guys will continue to enjoy the fun festivities on the streams, okay? All right, let's continue. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for all of your support and allowing me to be a content creator for 11 years here on the internet. I absolutely love what I do for a living. It's my hobby as well as my job. I'm one of the lucky people who can say that I get to do my hobby for my job as well. I know how lucky I am and how grateful I am to do this. So thank you very much for all of that and all of your support. You know, it's not like it used to be back in the day when I used to be a full-time YouTuber and I was just reliant on ad revenue on on-demand videos on YouTube. Those days have long gone. Instead, today, I focus in on being a full-time streamer, which means I am mostly reliant on your crowdfunding during live streams to make ends meet and keep stuff going around here. Which generally means if you contribute during a stream, you're helping me out directly in my efforts to keep going. You know, I stream 6 days a week full-time. And I upload all of my archive streams over on my YouTube channel, DSPGaming, because I realize that not everyone can be here for every single stream live. And obviously, they want to be able to catch up on all the stuff when they're not here for it. And let me tell you, it hasn't been easy, you know, especially working with YouTube and all the issues I've had over the years. It hasn't. But I still do this, you know, because I love it, and you guys tell me that it's meaningful. So thank you for all of that support, okay? Now, excuse me, if you like the streams and you want to see them continue and you want to help out in my efforts to keep these going, there are actually many ways that you can contribute. However, before I even get to those, I want to say something up front, okay? That's much better. Please understand that contributions are much appreciated but are not mandatory. All right, when you come to one of my gameplay streams, I don't want you to feel pressured. I want you to feel like you can have a good time, a relaxing time with myself and my viewers here. In general, right, we're here to enjoy games together, to interact a little bit, and just have fun. That's what it's always been about. You know, I made YouTube videos for 2.5 years before I could even monetize them, and I would continue to stream even if I didn't need to, or even if I couldn't make any money doing it, because I love it so much, okay? But that being said, yes, it is true that it is your contributions that keep stuff going. So if you can contribute, absolutely, by all means, if you can go above and beyond, please do. However, please understand that this is not mandatory at all, and it's not expected. I'm incredibly grateful for anything that I receive on a stream, okay? That being said, let's talk about some of the ways you can contribute. I have a Patreon over at patreon.com/DarksidePhil. Your monthly pledges earn you personal perks for your contribution levels. Thank you very much to anyone who has pledged or is considering pledging. I'm not going to go into full detail about all of that simply because it's all there publicly listed right there on the site. And thank you again to anyone who considers it, okay? I also have a Teespring store where you can buy all kinds of fun merchandise, primarily t-shirts, but a lot of other stuff as well. I want to say thanks to anyone who orders from my Teespring because that does help me out as well, and you get a cool collectible along the way. All right? Now, if you're here live on the stream, if you either cheer with bits or subscribe to the channel or you tip me live during the stream, I'm going to give you a shout out for your contribution. It's a great way to get some recognition and a way for me to say thank you for you guys, again, going above and beyond to try to keep stuff going around here. All right. I have a stream stats leaderboard at the top of the screen that I update periodically with the current top tipper and top cheerer of the stream. There's also some other leaderboards that are built directly into Twitch here. For example, there's the top cheerer of the week leaderboard. That tracks the top people who've cheered over the course of the week, and I'll give a shout out to those people in just a few minutes here. There's also a leaderboard now that tracks the top gifted subs. All right, so lots of good stuff, quite frankly, going on here. Lots of ways to get recognized for your contributions. All right, now, my friends, very matter of factly this week, as you guys can see, there is a holiday tips goal going on. We're currently at $427 out of the $2,000 that I'm attempting to raise by the end of Monday. All right. That's really good headway, quite frankly, considering that we got the weekend coming up and everything. This is a really good start. And I want to say thank you already to anyone who has already contributed to this goal. You guys have helped me out tremendously already. All right. What is this goal for? Quite frankly, it's for taking care of my year-end taxes. Right now, I'm in the process of having to pay my tax attorney so that they will file my taxes for me for the state, and then I have to figure out what I owe, and then I have to pay it, okay? In general, I have a good idea of what I owe, which is why I'm trying to raise this amount of money. I'm hoping that this will cover it, and I will be good to go for 2020, not starting off the year on a bad foot and behind and everything. That's why I'm trying to do this year-end, and I apologize that this happens at the end of the year, but sadly, you guys know my financial situation has been dire and really bad recently, to the point where, if I can barely make ends meet, obviously I didn't have any money to save up for taxes and stuff. I'm hoping that we can get a bit of a push here at the end of the year, and I can raise these funds and get myself started off on the right foot for 2020 rather than being behind the 8 ball, okay? So that's what this is for. Thank you to everyone, again, who has already contributed to it. Please consider tipping me. If you want to help me out, that's the best way you can help me out right now is to tip me so that I can get it towards this goal, and maybe by the end of this month I can make headway and get going with it, okay? So, in regards to tipping me, there's 2 ways you can tip me. You can either look below the stream for a tips jar button, or you could just type !tip into the stream chat, which will bring up a link you can click on to go to my tips page. A couple things to know about tipping me. First of all, you do not need a PayPal account to tip me. You should be able to tip me be using a credit card or debit card or, common payment methods on the internet. However, some people have expressed that if they try to use a mobile device like a phone to access my PayPal page, that those options aren't available to them. This is absolutely true. I found that, sadly, it doesn't always load properly on a mobile device. But if you go on a desktop computer, all the options usually show up. You don't need a PayPal account that's linked to a bank account and all that information in order to tip. It's just not true. It's, too much of a hassle for a lot of people, and I understand that, okay? The other thing is I want you guys to please do your best to protect your identities when you do contribute to anyone on the internet. Please, if you are considering contributing today to me or anybody else, a couple very big tips and pointers. All right? First being, please, 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 do not use your real name. All right? A lot of people just take it for granted. Oh, yeah, the internet's a safe and happy place. Oh, hell no. You put your real name out there, you're already getting yourself into a lot of risk and trouble. All right? In addition, I strongly recommend you either go anonymously, like you're going to tip me, tip anonymously, or use a name that's not linked to your social media. If you have an online name you go by, but it doesn't link to, say, your Facebook page or your Twitter, great, use that. But please don't use anything that's going to associate you with your actual real life persona or presence, because sadly, there are a lot of people on the internet that look for people who contribute to streamers, and they try to get their information, and they try to do very malicious and nasty things to them. Why? Just because they can. These people are absolutely miserable in real life. They have absolutely nothing to do with their time that's productive or positive. In fact, their lives are probably some of the most miserable on the planet. So what do? They get their jollies by creating misery for others. Oh, look, someone contributed to a stream and used their real name. I'm going to hunt them down and harass them on social media. You see, this is what they do. They're really messed up people. There's no intention behind it, because in truth, by doing that, does that hurt me? No. How does that hurt me? I continue on. They're trying to harass people who are innocent and who are vulnerable on the internet. So please, protect your identity if you can. Don't use your real name. Don't use a name that's going to be associated with your real life social media or anything like that. I would say either say anonymous, do an anonymous tip, anonymous contribution, or a name that's just an online persona that's not linked to anything else in real life. That's the way to go about it. And I'm just trying to help you guys out because I know, I hear these stories about poor people who get harassed. I'm like, man, I wish that people would be a little bit more careful. Hopefully you will be okay. All right? Fair enough and good stuff. All right. So continuing on, guys. Thank you to anyone who contributes in any way, shape, or form. I'm certainly not looking a gift horse in the mouth if you guys are going to cheer or sub or get something off my Teespring, etc. But right now, since I am, by the end of Monday, since I am trying to, raise this amount of funds by then, if you could tip me, that is the best way to contribute right now, and please do if you can. All right? All right, now, let's move on to the rules. All right? The rules of the stream. I have two sets of rules that I abide by. First, there's the rules of Twitch.tv. These, in general, are just rules of conduct, the things you can and can't do on a stream. I abide by all of them, which is why I can't just say and do whatever the heck I want, and I'm perfectly okay with that, and I hope you guys understand that as well, that I got to follow the rules of the business where I'm operating on, right? Now, in addition to those rules, I have a few sets of rules that I like to follow myself that I feel promotes a certain chill vibe here on the streams, all right? In general, a couple things. First of all, I have found that over the years, there are a couple topics that when they are discussed on my gameplay streams, they cause a lot of disagreements, they cause a lot of arguments, and in general, they just cause a lot of nasty feelings. For some reason, there's two topics that when they are discussed, if you don't agree with someone else, it seems like a lot of people just kind of get pissy with each other and can't agree to disagree. And I basically just can't have that on my streams. You know what I mean? Like, I got to have control and order on my streams. I can't have people arguing and being disgusting with each other, all right? So those topics are politics and religion, all right? And in particular, right now, the world seems to be a political hotbed, doesn't it? We just had the UK elections. Now we've got the current stuff going on with President Trump and everything, and it's just like, it's probably mind-numbing, and it probably gives you a headache, right? Because here's the truth of the matter. When you come to my streams, all right, you're probably coming to escape the stresses of your real life. You don't want to be thinking about, oh man, all those stressful things and the toxic things and the drama and all the crap of my real life. I want to come to Phil's stream to escape it. If you come to my stream and the first thing you see in the stream chat is Brexit, Donald Trump, conservatives, Republicans, Democrats arguing, impeachment, like, what the hell is this? I came here to relax and see some gameplay and have fun with Phil, and now we got all this crap going on, right? That's why I don't do that, all right? Very rarely will I ever discuss politics on my streams. If I do, it's usually just a brief glossing over, and I don't bother with any of that because it's just too problematic, all right? So please understand that. That's part of the rules. It's always been part of the rules. Now, the difference here is if we're playing a game that actually has ties to those topics, that's a little different. If it's in reference to the game and it makes sense to be talking about those subjects, that's a different story. We can do that. But in general, no, I don't want my stream completely derailed by these topics, all right? Thank you for understanding. Now also, I just want you guys to understand another thing. I'm well aware that there are people on the internet who hate me, who do nasty things to me and my family on a daily basis, whether it's illegally stealing my content by restreaming it or editing it in a way to make me look bad on YouTube, whether it's completely and utterly slandering me, defaming me, and doing nasty, insulting things to me on a daily basis that basically are immoral, incredibly toxic, because these people are really messed up and not very good people. I understand this happens on a daily basis. We don't need to talk about it here on my streams. There's nothing I could do about it without suing these people, and I see absolutely no reason to discuss it at length at all or even talk about specifics, because we know it exists. We know it's out there. We know that YouTube is the haven for these gross-ass people. They're not allowed on Twitch. They're banned from Twitch. So they have to go do it on a place that allows this kind of really disgusting behavior. And, bringing it up doesn't help anything. Sometimes we get people coming in here saying things like, Phil, did you hear that this guy said this about you? Phil, did you guys know this guy's restreaming you? Phil, did you know? There's no point. Because when you do that, you're giving them exactly what they want, attention. These people have found a way to monetize hate and monetize bullying and monetize disgusting attacks on YouTube. And when you talk about them, you're bringing more people to check their stuff out. So please understand that. And please know that's why it's not allowed here on the stream, and why we have a strict, reference of we do not talk about that crap. It's completely banned from discussion. Okay? Sounds good? Alright, guys. Thank you very much for that. Okay, so we've covered almost everything. Now we move on to the third and final segment of the stream. This is the shout-out segment. This is where I give you shout-outs and to anyone who has contributed, and we update the leaderboards, and then we get ready for gameplay. All right? Good stuff? Alrighty then. All right, so shout out to the following people. We had a few people who actually contributed overnight. We start off with Jade F. Thank you, Jade F, for a 17-month resubscription overnight. That is much appreciated, man. Then we had 4 anonymous cheers that came in. Thank you to whoever this was, the anonymous cheerer who cheered overnight. Much appreciated. Then Glitch Crazed resubscribed to the channel for 28 months. That was right when the pre-stream was running. So thank you, Glitch Crazed, for a 28-month resub. The support is much appreciated. Then we have Rob, who tipped me $5 to become the first tipper of the day. He says the following. Did you have to? Hashtag wham. Nice Mega Drive remix, though. So he's referencing that this week on my pre-streams, I'm not playing my own remixes or my own music. Instead, I'm actually playing like 8-bit and or 16-bit Christmas music. I felt that it was a nice festive time to do so. In general, people were complaining a little bit that my music was getting too repetitive. It was the same exact thing every single day. So I figured for Christmas week, why not mix it up and do some festive music? Of course, there's some people you just can't please at all. No matter what I play, they complain, because that's how they are. They just want to complain about anything. So I'm playing festive music after they begged for me to change the music up, and then they say, oh, this music sucks. It's like, well, tough titties. Tough titties, you Grinches. All you Scrooges out there can lick your shekels while I'm playing festive music and having fun over here. And if you don't like it, I hope you freeze your carrot noses right off. How about that? Alrighty then. So thank you, Rob, for the $5 tip. And hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good holiday week here. Alright. Shout out to 2 Bar King, who started off today with a holly jolly, very festive 1,000-bit cheer. That was very nice of you, 2 Bar King, because damn, that's a great way to start off the stream. So let's get you up on the leaderboard there as the top cheerer of the day. I wouldn't be surprised if you end up being the top cheerer all day. Thank you for that. 1,000 bits. Cliffy Bureau resubscribed to the channel for 4 months in a row and 10 months total. And he says, shout out to your boy Richard and his chair for holding it down. Of course, we all know his name is not Richard. But thank you very much for the resub. Regardless, it is much appreciated. Of course, as usual, we got a bunch of stupid, troll subs and stuff that I'm not going to address. Infinite55, what's going on, dude? He has resub for 25 months. He says, Phil, it's good to be back. Hope all is well. Thank you, Infinite. First of all, good to see you, man. Very good to see you. And I definitely appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. I know that, oops, I accidentally misclicked here. I apologize, Jake Katz. I accidentally kicked you from the chat. I didn't mean to do that at all. It's totally my fault. Totally my fault. I was clicking around, and I clicked on the name, and it kicked you. But now you should be back in. Sorry about that. Okay. But anyway, yeah, good to see you, Infinite. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us here on the stream. I hope you're doing well. I know you get busy near the end of the year and all of that, but hopefully you're back now for a fun holiday week, right? It should be a good week. I hope it's a good week. All right. So, good stuff. Thank you, Infinite, for the 25 months of support and the resub as well. Snorlax, to me $1. Let's see here. And he says the following. He says, hey, Phil, 2 weeks remain of 2019. I'm wondering if there's a game, movie, or show you wish you checked out but didn't have time and schedule to. I've been listening to old videos at work. I was wondering if you still have the trademark for 2011. Good day. I still hold a trademark. I do still hold a trademark. Now, in regards to something that I wish that I had seen this year that I didn't get to, really, you know, when you think about odds and ends and everything, I'm trying to play. Trying to play. I've been trying to watch Avengers Endgame. I've only seen the first half of it so far. So eventually, I'm hopefully going to get to actually watch the rest of Avengers Endgame. I guess we'll see. But yeah, I'm basically, I'd love to watch the end of it, the second half of it. Outside of that, game-wise, I mean, it's not that I didn't get to games, that there's a lot of games this year I just skipped on purpose because they, in general, just didn't sound very good to me. You know what I mean? It didn't seem like the games, that all the games this year were so great. There's a lot of games that I purposely didn't play for various reasons. You know, as I said, my disappointing games countdown list is going to be quite lengthy this year, like really lengthy, because of so many just really underwhelming games in 2019. Games that had giant potential and completely fell on their faces or fizzled out. So, but that's about it. So yeah, I'm going to finally watch Avengers Endgame, hopefully, sometime this coming weekend. It would be nice if I could actually finish it up and watch it and see, you know, how it ends, because I have no idea. All right. Shout out to Straight Cash Homie, who has resubscribed for 25 months. Thank you so much for the support, Straight Cash Homie. And then incidentally, Straight Cash Homie tipped me $20 right afterward. So you're the biggest tipper of the day, Straight Cash Homie. Thank you very much for that. He says, happy holidays, Phil. Max Payne 2 for the win. Yeah, I don't know. I think Max Payne 2 was in the running. Hold on a second. Let me get your name up here before I start talking about this. So I think Max Payne 2 was in the running for the games to be played during the Christmas marathon. Don't quote me on that, but I think it was. I have not checked the voting results whatsoever this week. I'm actually kind of leaving it to be a big surprise tomorrow when I check them and I close the poll. So we'll actually get to see tomorrow how you guys have voted and what happens with the Christmas event. It should be pretty interesting. Now, outside of that, okay, keep in mind that I am going to be doing that Viewer's Choice event sooner rather than later. And so with the Viewer's Choice event, if Max Payne 2 gets voted in as the game to play, I'll do a full playthrough of it, right? Although there's a lot of games that I know people want to see me play. So I honestly have no clue what you guys are going to end up picking for the upcoming Viewer's Choice event at all. Like, there's been so many games people are like, play this, play this, play this, and who knows what you guys are eventually going to select. So, thank you very much, Straight Cash Homie. Not only a resale, but a $20 tip this morning. That's amazing. Thank you very much for your contributions, and thanks for joining us. Okay, shout out to That Indie Glow, who just resale for 25 months. He said, my message glitched. Anyway, Phil, since you're playing Final Fantasy VI again, do you miss the original 16-bit graphics? Would you rather Square Enix did what they're doing with Final Fantasy VII and completely rehaul the older games? I like the original graphics. I grew up with them. At the same time, you know, opening up these games to brand new audiences by modernizing them with new graphics, new controls, voice acting, new remix music, etc., is amazing. You know, Final Fantasy VII is going to end up being opened and experienced by a whole new audience that never even played the classic Final Fantasy games before. You know what I mean? That's cool. And I'll be honest, I think Final Fantasy VI is way better than 7. So imagine if they redid 6 with modernized graphics and new gameplay mechanics and all that. It would be amazing. So yeah, obviously I want that to happen. Will it ever happen? I have no clue. If it is, I'm all over it. Like, seriously, I'm not even kidding. If they remade Final Fantasy VI like they're doing with Final Fantasy VII, that would be my most anticipated game, like, ever. Like, ever. I would love that so much. But I don't know if they're ever going to do it. I guess we'll have to see. So thank you for that, Indie Glow. PW Dubs tipped me $1, said, Phil, this is not a question for you, but for the chat. How many more of my fellow African Americans are in chat today? Well, I don't see what race has to do with this. I seriously don't see what race has to do with anything here, or why you would bring that up. And I certainly don't. I don't want to make anyone feel like they have to answer that and discuss race in the chat if they don't want to. All right, but there you go. He's asking. If anyone wants to answer, feel free. So thank you for the $1 tip, PW Dubs. All right. Let's go ahead and update. I gotta go. Oh wait. Okay, hold on a second here. Lego Mario just tipped me $1. He says, sadly, the factory I work at doesn't get much business this time of year. I got laid off for a month. At least I'll have time to watch some streams. Merry Christmas to all of you. Yeah, I've heard about certain industries and certain jobs that basically you can have a very slow workload. Now, did they call it being laid off, or did they call it a furlough, right? Because even at my old job, my old office job, I ended up taking furlough days, which is basically a day off that you don't get paid for, which is pretty screwed up. It means your company is screwed up, and they're not making enough business, and they can't afford to pay all their employees, so they try to save money by cutting corners and giving people days off that they don't get paid for, right? Well, anyway, sorry to hear that. Obviously, everyone, would prefer to have work all the time. Hopefully, things pick up next year for you. Okay? But thank you for the $1 tip, Lego Mario. I appreciate the support. Okay, so thank you guys very much for all of your support this morning. Let's now get to the leaderboards here. Let's give credit to the top cheerers of the week so far. And keep in mind, the week is young. It's only Thursday. So, we have a tie for 9th place between Internet Famous McCroy and Ninstar Room. Thank you, guys. In 8th place, we got Save the Pig the Game. We've got a tie for 6th place between Popsicolo and Delancius. In 5th place, we've got Snake Eater 1247. In 4th place, Mr. Papavera. Actually, I take that back. It's a tie for 3rd between Mr. Papavera and Murdoch. Okay? And then in 2nd place this week, we've got Two Bar King. But then sitting there in 1st place, person who did a very large 5,000-bit cheer last night, Tantamounter. Okay? So thank you guys for all the support so far this week with cheering. It's been really awesome. Thank you. Then with gifting of the subs, let's give credit to those who have gifted subscriptions this week. Internet Famous McCroy gifted 2 different subscriptions so far this week. So thank you, Internet Famous McCroy, for the 2 gifted subs. Okay, it's relatively early, but I think we've gotten through pre-stream. Like, I'm trying to think, is there anything else I need to talk about? Or, I don't think there is much else to talk about. So, if anything, I think, guys, let's take a very short break. I'll go use the restroom, and then I'll come back, and we're going to continue on with Shenmue 3. If you remember, we are still exploring the city. We're still looking for the hidden Chubus, all right? But we're almost done. Like, we're actually finally at the point where the story's going to advance. We're right around the corner from apparently where the story will advance. So we will see big advancement today. We will have the plot moving forward, and we'll be doing new stuff today, okay? It's not just going to be looking for Chubus like it was last stream. I promise you we'll do more than that today, okay? We'll see where the plot takes us. So, okay. So that is it. Time for a very brief break, and then I shall be back with Shenmue 3 on stream. Hope you guys are ready for a nice chill stream. Hold on. Reggie Fiame tipped $1, says next in line to be impeached, the CEO of YouTube. Well, not going to be impeached. You can't impeach a CEO. However, a CEO can actually be voted out of power if found to be ineffective or incompetent, usually by the board of directors or the major shareholders. So, I guess we'll see what happens. But, I don't know. YouTube ain't doing so good. Alright, guys. Thank you. Let's take a brief break. And then I shall return with Shenmue 3. I'll be right back.